broadcasting team, for those of you out there who might find interest in our team, has created a sports stream website. You can find it on our high school website's homepage to the right, where you will see the link called SGHS Sports Stream website. Inside, you will find a one-stop shop for all of our athletics, updated team rosters, coaches, social media links, our contributing partners, and who work together with us, and the link to our live sports broadcasting games. Today, I am here with two senior football players. You guys can go ahead and introduce yourselves.
I'm Jacob Warren. I'm senior in high school. Wear number 72.
And I'm Madden Wolk, also a senior. I wear number 73.
So you guys are both seniors this year, which is very exciting. You guys have both been able to get experience at the varsity level for numerous years now. Jacob, just give me a feel for the season so far and run me down on how you think things are going.
Obviously we're 5-0, starting off great. It's been like the first season we've been undefeated in like a long time, since like 76 or 96, but
yeah, that is a very long time.
I don't know, it's a different feel. Seniors are all hyped up, ready to go no matter what, whether we're down 21 or if we're up by 36, we're all ready to go. And senior group's really intelligent, and we all know how to play football. When it comes down to it, we all have a great time, and that's all that matters.
Right. Madden, what about you? Any thoughts on the season so far?
It's my second year as a starter playing both ways. But really, this senior group's just so much different from every other one. We don't really have any quit in this group. We're going to keep going no matter if we're down or up.
Right, yeah. Jacob, I'm assuming you play both sides of the ball as well?
Yeah, I play offense and defense. I've started both ways for 3 years.
Very cool. When you guys are kind of lined up, how would you say is your chemistry and communication, maybe adjusting to either the defense or offense in the split time?
Obviously we all have questions during the drive. We've ran numerous plays against different formations, and we kind of have an ideal knowledge of how to run it against different formations and stuff like that. So.
Absolutely. Especially with a lot of seniors playing both ways helps a lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have either of you set out any individual goals for yourselves this year? It don't have to be football related either. It could be maybe something academic.
So this year for us, me and Jacob both looking to go to the same college. And for big individual goals for us was just to get accepted and then hopefully get the same dorm as each other. And then football-wise, I know we both want to beat Valle and make it out of this district playoffs.
Yeah, obviously we both want to be recognized for what we do, whether that's a team or individual. Our team's really doing good right now, so I'd rather be recognized as a team than an individual. But yeah, we haven't made out of districts in a long time, so hopefully that changes this year.
What college are you guys looking at?
There's a smaller college in Arkansas named Harding University.
Yeah, well, let me tell you, that would be pretty cool, though, to be, bunking with your buddy, playing the sport that you love. That would be a lot of fun. What elements of football, make you guys motivated to, to come in every day and, just get after it?
We've been playing since we were probably 5 or 6 years old. Every day it's just like, you think it's the last time you're going to play football in a high school in a great organization. So, you got to push forward and make every minute and every second last when you got the chance to.
Absolutely. Especially, it's getting to that time, almost midway through the season now about.
Yeah.
And your senior year, so definitely counting your blessings there. How would you describe your coaches? Or just give me the head coach, Pope, sorry. I guess I'll be a little bit more specific. Just describe him a little bit for me and how he is.
I'd say Pope. He's one of the most motivated guys we have out there. He's always fired up about something, and he really wants to see a team play together as a team for us. I mean, he's always coming up with new practice plans, working around different ways. If we have a slow practice one week, how we can get over that the next. I think he's just a really good head coach.
Yeah, I mean, he always encourages us. I mean, whether that's we having questions over the formations or different plays, I mean, he's always there to help us and encourage us. I mean, before and during halftime speeches are insane. I mean, I wish everyone could be there for him, but like, yeah, it really encourages us, and he's a great coach overall. But yeah.
Yeah, and you guys got a lot of respect for him, I assume, being a very good coach. What about your teammates? Any other teammates that really just stand out? Maybe this year they're just doing maybe they're just doing a really good job this year.
I mean, Max, he transferred over from Farmington. I mean, he's done a really good job transferring over into a different team, you know, and we really respect that. And same with the new coach, Krupe. He's got new plans for us and new formations and everything. I mean, yeah, I have most upright respect for those guys.
Yeah. What would you say, Madden?
And then there's a couple new starters here for us. Drake Meyer being one of them, playing linebacker for us. This is his first year starting. Kind of always been looked over as a player, but this year he's out there, and right now he's leading our team in tackles for the year. So.
Yeah, I noticed that too. He has been everywhere, especially last Friday. Shout out to Drake, played a really good game. Well, besides football, are there any other curricular activities that you guys are involved in?
I mean, I would like to show up to like future Christian athletes, but sometimes we have morning lifts, and sometimes I can't be able to make it. But
I mean, yeah, sometimes you're just busy with everything.
Yeah, but that's
understanding.
About the only thing I got outside of school.
What about you, Madden?
Yeah, so within school, I'm a member of NHS. Nothing like not a leader in it, but just a reliable member.
Right. What is NGHS? Is that like they plan stuff for school, or is that not that?
So NHS is the National Honor Society. They recognize the top 10% of students all across America. Just strive to make schools a better place.
Yeah, well, that top 10% is pretty good, I would say. I wish I was in the top 10%. Well, besides football, do you guys play other sports, or are you guys just one sport?
We both wrestle. I mean, Madden's probably been wrestling a handful more years than I have been, but wrestling, that's about it. And then I weightlift after that season's over with, you know. But wrestling's a very long season. It takes up a lot of time, but yeah, football and wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah, so wrestling for the both of us, Jacob started when you were what? Freshman? And I've been
That's kind of a late start, I feel like, eh?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty early in the season, like,
yeah,
coming out of middle school, it's a different feel, you know, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, and this will be my 13th year coming up. My senior year will be the 13th year of wrestling for me. So I started when I was in kindergarten. But my family, I've always been around wrestling, so just kind of been a way of life for me.
Well, Jacob, I think he's got you beat there by a few years.
Yeah, just a few.
Well, what other activities do you guys like to do?
I mean, our friend group likes to go bowling a lot. I mean, but other than that, I mean, I feel like we don't do that much. We always go to each other's houses, you know, and have a good time down there. But other than that, all of us either have jobs and we're working, or we got family activities with large families, you know.
Yeah. Well, back to the football aspect. You guys had mentioned, you know, Coach Krupe coming in from Farmington. How do you think that he has helped you guys throughout this season so far? I know he's been doing a great job, as you said a little bit earlier.
Yeah, so Krupe coming in has been a huge part of this year, helping us get to 5-0. Our defense has been we've really got a bunch of teamwork going on the defensive side of things, which I feel like we've lacked a little bit in previous years. Right. But with Krupe being there, you know, coming from head coach at a lot bigger school, he knows a lot more things.
Absolutely, and it's always good to get another person's perspective from another school. So very cool. Jacob, any thoughts?
I mean, yeah, Kirby's got plenty of years of experience. He knows what he's doing. I mean, coming from a 4 or 5A school, coming down to a 3. I mean, he's got a lot more experience than a lot of other coaches, and when it really comes down to it, that experience plays on and off the field. And I mean, he's just a genuine good guy.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, as we all know, very big game coming up on Friday. I'm sure both of you are very excited. You want to share any insight on thoughts on that game coming up?
Well, I mean, yeah, we've played with them since since we all started football, and we know Valley kids well. But when it comes down to it, it's a rivalry and it's a good match. I know the last couple of years it hasn't been a really good fight, but hopefully that changes this Friday, and I think that we've prepared for it very well, and we'll just show it on the field.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, and like Jacob said, we've been preparing for him for a while now, but I think our biggest strength right now as a team is our 5 returning senior O linemen. So we've got a pretty strong line coming up against them, and they graduated quite a few out last year. So
who are the other 3 on the line?
So other 3 on the line, left tackle is going to be Paul Taylor. Jacob is left guard. I play center. Right guard is Caden Manning, and right tackle is John Finley.
Okay, yeah, I thought I knew all the names. I just didn't know what position exactly they played in. So, and the slow practices, and just tell me a little bit about those.
Yeah, so when we get a slow practice, most of the time it's guys coming in not motivated or just tired from a long day at school. We'll get plays wrong here and there, and it'll just be a little bit of frustration kind of everywhere.
Right,
so,
just kind of got to get all those guys back in the groove and get them focused.
Yeah, got to get over our bumps, and then got to get back to working together as a team, helping each other on plays we don't know or plays we need just a little bit extra help on.
Right. Jacob, any thoughts on that?
I mean, yeah, Pope does a fairly good job at helping us regain those hills, I mean, like Madden said, and I'm going to go off of he said that we just got to help each other. I mean, yeah, practice, sometimes that brotherhood's not always there, and we always end up fighting or whatnot sometimes. But, I mean, at the end of the day, we're back together as a team, and that's all that matters,
Yeah, absolutely. Well, are there any days where, you guys come in and there's just some crazy intense practices and it's like, what's going on here?
Oh, Wednesdays we always got to go intense. I mean, 2 days before a game. And Wednesdays are probably the most important practices, and Tuesdays. Mondays we just go over formations and stuff. It's light day at practice, but once Tuesday hits, it's you got to be ready for it.
Yeah. So what do the Thursday morning practices look like?
Yeah, so our Thursday mornings we start at about 5:50 before school. We all get out there. We're just shoulder pads and helmets, so game speed, but not really hitting.
Right.
And just going over all the last things that we need, kind of an overview of the week, what formations we're going to run, what's the first play that we're going to run, and making sure we can align correctly on defense.
Yeah, it's kind of like that final draft before you turn in your essay. But, Madden, I know you went through an injury kind of recently. How is that going for you? And,
Yeah, so I tore my ACL December, so earlier this year, about 8 months out from surgery.
Yeah.
And, always tough with an injury. Got to wear a big brace on it for games and practices. And it swells a little bit, but nothing that's not just a little bit of discomfort.
Yeah.
But it feels strong. It's always ready to go. So.
Well, are you? I'm assuming you're out of rehab by now.
Yeah, I'm out of rehab.
How long did you have to do that for?
So I went to physical therapy for about 7 months after surgery, and I was in there for about a month before surgery.
Yeah. Oh wow! Before surgery, I read before that you can do that because I had torn my ACL too. Basically, went through the same process that you went through, so I'm not gonna talk about it much. But no, I didn't do any rehab before, but that's pretty cool. Jacob, have you been dealing with any minor injuries this year?
No, not really. I mean, you got groans and aches every now and then after games and before games, but at the end of the day, you just got to push through it and take care of your body, you know?
Yeah. Well, as you guys have mentioned a couple times before, a lot of seniors on the field this year. Next year, definitely gonna. Well, of course, you guys will not be there next year. So, what are some things that you guys are kind of trying to install into the youth to help them?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the youth is very important. I mean, we try and help them with their offensive line. I mean, we gotta help them learn how to block and how to keep their hands inside, you know. Just simple stuff right now, but as the season goes on, we'll get into more complex things, like how to turn their hips and things like that, you know. But overall, it's just helping the young guys, too, when we have practices and we have free time. I know it's JV. I mean, they don't probably think it's that important, but eventually through their high school year, they might play varsity.
Right.
But
It'll
yeah.
pay off one day, hopefully, that what you guys are trying to install in them now will eventually pay off.
Yeah.
Something that I have noticed, I mean, you guys obviously aren't on the kick return team or anything, but that has definitely really improved from the first home game that I watched versus the fourth home game. Or not the fourth home game, but the fourth game. Or no, sorry, fifth game was much, much better, and you guys just did a very good job on that, and it doesn't put as much pressure on your defense so early on the first drive for the opponent.
Yeah, so with our special teams stuff, those guys, they come into practice, and we do not much with special teams every day, but there's about a 15-minute segment every day where they just go all out on special teams, and they get awarded for it if we win, and they get certain stops within the 20-yard line. If they hold the ball back, then they get their greeners, and that's how they earn them with the special team stuff. So they always go out looking to make a tackle, looking to get some greeners.
Yeah, that sounds pretty fun, honestly. Well, that's all the questions I got for you guys today. So unless there's anything else you guys would want to talk about.
No, not off the top of my head.
All right, well, I appreciate you guys taking the time to come out of class today and for this interview. And good luck with your hard practice today. And good luck for the rest of the week. Very excited to see you guys play on Friday, though, and wish you guys the best of luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Welcome to another night of SGHS Sports. Before we get to the action, let's talk about the team behind our broadcast, Ciro's Family Restaurant. For over 30 years, this downtown St. Gen landmark has been a local favorite, known for its incredible pizza, delicious sandwiches, varietal pasta, and cool suds. Whether you're dining in, enjoying the patio, or just need a quick bite, with curbside pickup, Ciro's has you covered. They even have a great salad bar to go. Ciro's Family Restaurant, the official sponsor of the SGHS Sports Stream and Down to the Wire podcast. Grab a slice and let's get ready to cheer on the Dragons. Click on the QR code or go online to check out their updated menu at cirosrestaurant.com/menus.
Let me ask.
All right, I think we got tone here.
Yeah, we're good.
All right, welcome to tonight's game. Matchup between the visiting Catholic Warriors and the St. Genevieve Dragons. I'm Josh Banks, and broadcasting tonight with me is Broden Kreitler, my partner.
Yep.
How you doing, buddy?
Oh, I'm doing good. It's going to be an exciting night, and I'm ready to watch some football.
Absolutely. Well, the Warriors ended last season with an impressive 10-2 record, losing in the playoffs to Bowling Green, who ended up being a 36-28 game. Fast forward to tonight's action, and Valle and St. Gen both squaring off with a 5-0 record coming into tonight's contest. Last week, St. Gen managed about 415 yards of total offense as Pope kind of opened up the passing game for Ferrano, who connected 12 of 15 and threw for about 198 yards. So St. Gen's going to have to look out tonight for number 14, Sam Keene, who's going to be managing the offensive quarterback, sometimes sharing duties with number 7, Andrew Shilley. Coming out of the backfield, Evan Fowler for Valle, and tight end Evan Viox. So very stingy defense coming on for Valle right now, as they're only allowing about 11.4 points a game, which is pretty solid. And they're scoring over 40-plus a game. St. Gen right now is doing pretty well. Ferrano's up 84 carries for 648 yards on the season and 11 TDs, while Justin Schweigert has 49 carries for 245 yards and 2 TDs. Looks like both teams are going to enter onto the field. Defensively, Dragons are going to have to compile a laundry list right now, as Drake Myers, basically the leading tackler for them, followed by Big Paul Taylor, who has 32 tackles, 19 assists, 4 sacks, 10 tackles, and a loss and a forced fumble, followed by Max Krupe, who has 30 tackles and 17 solos. The front line for the Dragons, pretty impressive lineup of players, averaging 6'1" to 6'4", and they weigh in at anywhere from 220 to 265. Looks like both teams are ready to go, and the Dragons are going to kick off here to Valle, as Valle is going to receive.
The kick is on the way.
And we are off here. Fielded cleanly and brought up by number 11. Hit solid on the 20-yard line.
Number 11 being Caden Williams.
So St. Gen defense goes out first, as the defense looks to maybe get a 3 and out, as Valle has other ideas. Valle pretty even with their pass and run game.
Yeah.
They got a little razzle-dazzle action there, and they like to use their tight ends a lot. So it looks like Keene's going to be starting out here from the shotgun position, as Fowler sets in the backfield. 2 wide receivers and a fumble. They went through the legs of Keene. Keene picks it up and throws it really quick, manages to get it off, and immediately tackled. Looks like Max Krupe on that one.
Yeah.
So, pretty bad snap, but
Yeah,
not
just
too
a
bad.
bad
I mean, he kind of
snap.
went through his legs there. I think he was kind of looking around.
Yeah.
So, Valle's going to go, looks like out of the shotgun again, with 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, shotgun formation, 1 running back in the backfield. Keene calls for the ball, quick handoff to Fowler. Fowler finds a gap and hits it hard, gets back to the original line of scrimmage. That's going to be 3rd down and 10.
Picked up about 5 yards there. I mean, not too bad.
No.
But, you know.
Looking to see Valle
Yeah.
here probably maybe throw this one.
Yeah.
Needs 10 yards, but, you know, it wouldn't surprise me to see the quarterback run out of the backfield. Split receivers to both sides. Shotgun formation. King gets the ball, fakes to Fowler, throws it out, and the ball is short, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Looks like it may be a little miscommunication there between the quarterback and receiver.
You know, I think that first snap kind of got to him. Now they're 15 and, 2 and 15 to go. Kind of obviously probably a little nervous and
throwing off the rhythm.
Just struggling. First offensive drive. So see what St. Gen's defense can hold them up here too.
So Krupe's back to receive, although it looks like Valle is not in a punt formation. King takes a couple steps back, gets the ball, looks to kick, and he does. It's going to be a short one.
It's going to be a high flyer.
And Krupe thought about it, but decided not to pick it up. And looks like St. Gen's got pretty decent field position to start their first possession tonight.
Well, that was a good defensive. That was good defense by St. Gen, starting off the game. It's really what you wanted to look for out of them. Obviously, we know Valley has a lot of offensive threats, running the ball, and they can also pass it. So great job by St. Gen's defense to hold them up there.
Yeah, and, always get started at the beginning of a game, depending on how you come out. But, you can expect a lot more quality effort. I think that they're it's just what do we call butterflies right now?
Yeah, getting a little got some stuff going in the stomach.
Got a packed house here in St. Gen.
Oh, yeah.
As the town showed up. 10:29 left to play, 1st and 10. And let's see what St. Gen comes out with to start off. They have been trying to control the ground. Otten's spread to the left. Tight formation, shifts to the left. And Owen Roth looks like he's in the backfield. Ferrano under the center, snaps and throws it to Roth, who maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage. He might be a little short of that.
Gains a yard there, 2-9.
So St. Gen not changing much up. I mean, they're going straight on the ground. It's kind of their bread and butter. They like to work the clock and get a little here, a little there.
Yeah.
So 2 split to the right. Shotgun formation for Ferrano. Motion for Grind, who gets the ball, and he's hit. He picks up about 2 yards on that. That'll bring up a 3rd and 8. So St. Gen likes to sit in that formation with their 2 receivers kind of sitting back off the tight ends and put them in motion, which gives the quarterback a lot of different options. He can pitch it, he can pull out, or he can hold on to it and follow him. So they're going to overload the line over to the left, tight formation. Ferrano in the shotgun here, and he's used to running on this.
I wouldn't be surprised to see him run it.
So Ferrano likes what he's got. He takes the ball. Looks like he's going to sit back and throw. He looks to go deep. They're going to pressure him, and they're going to bring him down. And he may be still on his feet.
Still up, gains about 3
manages
yards.
to pull another 5 yards as he wouldn't be denied. So great effort by Ferrano, and that brings up a 4th down. And you got to ask yourself, what is Pope going to do here? He's at the mid-half of the field. And
I mean, they definitely have room to, go for it, really.
Well, he's not been shy about going for it on 4th downs. So
and only 3 yards, you can definitely make something work there, especially with all the good runners St. Gen has.
So it looks like he's got 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Ferrano in the shotgun. And that may be an early timeout by Pope. And it is.
Looks like he's gonna want to
and
talk
so they're
things
going to
over.
call an offensive timeout to talk it over and see where they want to go with this play, as they got to dial something up. We'll be right back. We're back after the timeout, and that's the first one in the first quarter with 8:27 left to play by St. Gen. They got trips to the right and doubles to the left. Empty backfield for Ferrano, so he can run or throw here. And Roth in motion. They fake handoff. He's going to keep it and run, and he's going to go backwards. As Valley was not fooled by that play, and that's going to bring out the defense for St. Gen and the offense for Valley. So they take a gamble here, and it doesn't pay off.
I think Ferrano kind of struggled there. The blocking wasn't the best there on St. Gen's part. They let one one guy slipped through, one Valley Warrior slipped through, and he was able to sack him. So
Yeah, and in something like that, you think maybe a quick slant or something.
yeah, that's
because the defense can penetrate the line pretty solid. They got some hogs up front.
Oh yeah.
So Valley takes over on offense.
40-yard line.
So Keene from the shotgun takes a snap, rolls to the right, looking to throw here, but can keep it. He gets rid of it and is hit immediately by Mason Trollinger, who drives him out of bounds, but not before about a 7-yard gain. And this is where Valley's really good.
Yeah.
You know, turnover real quick on downs, and now they come out firing. They got trips to the left and doubles to the right here. 2 receivers to the right. Empty backfield. And fake handoff, and he keeps it, but
Paul Taylor's going to bring him down at the line of scrimmage.
St. Gen wasn't fooled on that one, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down, as there was a fake handoff to Evan Fowler, the running back in motion. Keene tucks it and runs. So it's 3rd and 5 now. And we'll see what Valley dials up here. So they're going to stay in the same formation. Spread. Empty backfield. Keene gets a call here. And he gets the snap. He's going to throw. And the ball is
out of bounds.
uncatchable. And it looked like a little quick out that just didn't manifest there. And that'll bring up a 4th and 5, as no doubt Valley will go for it.
Oh, yeah. And wouldn't be surprised to see him run, maybe. I mean, they can throw it, but obviously after that play.
So St. Jim brings up the big man, Dylan Cash, the 285 offensive lineman, or defensive lineman, I should say, as St. Jim loads the line here. Valley split receivers to the left, overload to the left. Shotgun formation for Keene. Keene gets a snap. He's going to keep it and go up the middle. He's got a lane if he can get it, and he does. And Keene could go all the way here, and he scores. So 35-yard run by the quarterback. And Valley strikes first as they go up by 6. So good run by Keene there. Yeah. Good blocking scheme. They just
was able to find an open lane and take it. And
absolutely.
Dodge a couple tackles there.
He overloaded to the left, got the defense to pull, and that was it.
See if they can convert this extra point.
So Colin Kuntz, the lefty, looks like the lefty, boots one up, sends it in, and it's good. And looks like St. Jen's down by 7 as Valley scores first to start off the first quarter with 6:55 left to play. St. Jen's already called 1 timeout. They're going to receive the ball here, and we'll see how they do on their second possession. We'll be right back. All right, so Valley lines up to kick off here. And St. John gets another opportunity on offense coming up. If you're just tuning in, kind of a little bit of a back and forth on possessions. St. John failed on their 4th down to convert, and Valley made best with their opportunity and scored, and that ball's going to be in the end zone for a touchback. So St. John will take over on the 20-yard line with 6:55 left to play. We'll see how the Dragons respond.
Yeah, we're going to see if they want to keep it on the floor, kind of run it. We know Valley's interior defense, on the line is obviously containing St. Jen's run play really well, so we're going to see what St. Jen wants to do.
So St. Jen in a shotgun I formation, and Roth is going to get it, and he keeps powering through.
Looks like he's going to gain maybe 4 yards. 4 yards on that.
So good power run by Owen Roth with lead blocker. Looks like Justin Schwagert there. And they kind of converted him into kind of a fullback right now.
Oh, yeah.
Justin. He's pretty strong blocking up front. Overload to the left. Otten spread out. Lone receiver. Shotgun formation for Ferrano. It's 2nd and 7, so St. Gen picked up 3 on that last one as Ferrano calls for the ball here. He gets it. He's looking to throw to Ottens. He's going to go deep. Ottens has a step. That looks like pass interference as he grabbed him, and no call. And, oh, man, the fans are unhappy with that. Clearly grabbed his arm.
Oh, yeah. You could tell Ottens was disturbed on the run there.
Yeah.
He actually almost caught it, though.
So that'll bring up a 3rd down and 7. And it's bound to be heated if it's close call tonight.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure.
No calls. So 3rd and 7 on the 23. Shotgun formation. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Schwager kicks out. He's going to throw again, and he's got to get rid of it. He does, but he overshoots Ottens again up the middle, and that's going to bring up a 4th down, and you got to think they're going to kick this.
Yeah, 4th and 7 now.
So a couple missed opportunities as they try to open up the passing game.
Yeah, struggling a little bit on offense. Their running game, getting a couple small runs here and there, getting stopped for the most part, and then trying to go to the pass play, which they're not too great at, So. Right,
and it's not the first time St. Gen's been down to start out at the beginning of the game.
Oh, yeah.
But what they need probably is a 1st down. High snap, but kicked off and on the ground there. And good roll for St. Gen as it's going to get past the 35-yard line. So a lot better starting position, I think.
Oh, yeah.
For the ball tonight. And St. Gen's defense comes out as we look to kind of see what happens now on defense. How will the Dragons respond here? And last week playing against
Patos,
not a strong as we've seen in the past Park Hills team.
Yeah.
St. Gen made a lot of silly mistakes in the second half, a lot of personal fouls that were unnecessary. We'll see if they shore that up tonight. So Valle comes out, shotgun formation. Keene's going to keep it and run. He's weaving.
He's going to gain probably 3 yards, maybe 3-4 yards.
That'll bring up a 3rd down, or 2nd down and about 7. So the Warriors are going to go 2 split receivers to the right, 3 to the left. Empty backfield with the quarterback Keene. Running back in motion. They give it to him, and he's got a lane as they seal outside, and it's going to be Bosler, and Bosler does make the tackle, and they're talking about possible holding there.
Yeah. Bosler kind of got held a little bit on the block, but
honestly, it was a really good blocking scheme on the outside. They sealed everybody in, and he just took off running, and Fowler just followed his man. So nice job there. Picks up a bunch of yards, and looks like they're going to start on the 36-yard line. It's 1st and 10 with 5 minutes as the clock continues. Spread receivers to both sides. Fowler in the backfield. Shotgun formation for Keene. Keene gets the ball. Hands off to Fowler, who's going to take it again and try to get to the outside. And he's tackled.
Schweigert is going to be there to tackle him.
So Justin hits him, but not before he picks up about 6 or 7 yards.
5:30 or 4:30 left to play. It's going to be 2 and 3 on the 29-yard line.
So with 3 yards to go, you almost think, do you take a quick shot deep, catch your team off guard?
Definitely have room for it. Their pass plays have been I think their pass plays have been a little shaky here, but we know they're definitely not afraid of it.
Well, and he's got an arm.
Oh,
he can throw the ball. Fowler in the backfield here. King, shotgun formation, takes the ball and hands it off, and he goes right up the middle. It looked like that was actually Easton Rayon. or number 33, Kalen Fowler. Hard to see these numbers up here.
Yeah. Looks like they're going to bring in a quarterback's change.
So it looks like Andrew Shilley's going to take over here, which they want to do. Shilley has the option to run pass here.
Oh, yeah.
As he's in the shotgun formation with Fowler in the back. And he's going to keep it and run. He's got a wall of blockers and one man left to beat. And nice run there by Shilley as the offense seals again on the outside.
Yeah, they're doing a good job of blocking, and Shilley just putting his head down and running it. Was able to gain 15, 20 yards there out of that. The Warriors are slowly marching their way back into the into St. John Dragons territory, end zone territory.
Well, it's 1st and 7 on the 7, so they got 4 downs to score here. Dragons will have to tighten up hard, and even if they do, they're going to have bad field position if they take over. And hand off to Fowler, who's in the backfield and swarmed and not going anywhere as they continue to keep Shilley in the game. I think they like that run option right now.
Yeah, they definitely. Their running plays are doing a heck of a lot of damage to St. John right now, and they're probably going to keep at it.
So Callan Fowler is in now for Evan as they switch. One lone receiver to the left, one to the right, overload to the right. Shilley gets the ball. He's going to move to the right, looks to throw back, and hits number 4. It looks like Colby Bosler in the back of the end zone, and that's going to be another Valley touchdown as Valley goes ahead, 13-0.
Valley kind of taking control of St. John, connecting on the pass play there, and just marching their way down the field with their run play, doing a great job blocking.
So it's 2:39 in the first quarter, and St. John already trailing by 2 TDs. And if you're St. John right now, you got to think, well, if we want to even be close to this game, we've got to shut it down.
Oh, yeah. And their offense is kind of shaky here to start the game, so they need to tighten up on that.
And that extra point is no good as he shanks it to the right. And the score will remain 13-0 as the Dragons get another offensive opportunity. Dragons looking for a first down, and I think getting that first down is going to make a big difference in their in kind of like their attitude and thought process here.
Almost need to light a spark here.
Yes.
Don't really have much going for them on the offensive possessions.
Well, and they knew it was going to be tough coming in against a very well-seasoned Valley team. They're averaging over 40 points a game, and they're only allowing 11.
Yeah,
and you can see why when we see the defense take the field, how they swarm to the ball on the ground. Well, they set up for kickoff here. .239 left to play. St. John trailing by 13 already. And kicker goes to kick, and he drives one out.
Great kick.
Ottens is going to return, and he's got a lane to the right, and he jumps and fumbles the ball, and I think he lost it.
It's going to be a flag on play.
And that's going to be a turnover for St. John.
Ottens kind of looked like he tried to almost jump over and maybe like hop step past one of the players. And
yeah, he was hit in midair, and it just jarred it loose. And looks like he lost the ball on the 32-yard line. Valley recovers. Good job on special teams. As St. John's defense back out there again. So they need to come up with something here.
Looks like they're going to keep Shilley out there.
So they like that run option pass going on here. Split receivers to either side. Empty backfield for Shilley, who probably follow his blockers if he runs.
Oh, yeah.
Shilley calls for the ball. Low snap. If he picks it up, he's going to throw. And incomplete. Good coverage there by Krupe and pressure there by Schweigert on the quarterback. That'll bring up a 2nd and 10. So it looks like the Warriors are going to have 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Empty backfield for Schilly. He'll be in the shotgun formation. They got him spread out as Ballard's in motion. They give him the ball. He's going to try to get the outside, and he does, where he's hit out of bounds, but not before he picks up the first down and about 13 yards on the carry. So great run there by Evan Fowler.
2:18 left to play. Warriors are up 13-0, looking to extend that lead as St. Gen has a fumble, and Valley was able to pick it up about the 30-yard line.
Yeah, and turnovers are tough right now.
Oh, yeah.
Can't do that against a good team. They'll make you pay for it every time with split receivers, one to the right and the left. Shotgun formation with Fowler. Hands off to him, and he's hit in the middle, but he picks up about 4 yards.
So we're getting a new quarterback in.
Keen's back in?
Yeah,
so
Sam Keen.
So it's 2nd and 7 on the 16 with 1:55. Valley keeping the ball on the ground, the clock rolling here as they are in a commanding position right now with 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right, empty backfield for Keen. Keen gets a snap. He's going to look to throw. Quick snap over to number 12 and hit really fast by Mason Trollinger for a loss on that play. And nice spark there for St. Gen on defense, and that's going to bring up a 3rd and about 10. I think he takes it back to the original line of scrimmage almost, but as the clock continues to roll, looks like one receiver to the left here as they're calling in the play and taking their time. And they may call a timeout, I don't know. And they do.
Yeah, timeout.
So Valley going to call timeout, talk it up here, and see what they're going to dial up on their next play with 53 seconds left in the first quarter. We'll be back in a moment.
It takes a community to build a great team, and that's why we are so proud to partner with Ciro's Family Restaurant, a downtown tradition for over 30 years. Ciro's is the perfect place to celebrate a win or just grab a great meal. From their famous pizzas to fantastic pasta and savory sandwiches, they've got all the fuel you need to get loud for the Dragons. Dine in, outdoor seating, or curbside pickup, however you want it. Ciro's delivers. Ciro's Family Restaurant, our sponsor and your spot for great food. Click on the QR code or go online to check out their updated menu at cirosrestaurant.com/menus.
All right, coming out of the timeout here. That'll be Valley's first timeout as both teams have called one in the first quarter of play. We have 53 seconds left. It's 3rd and 8 on the 17-yard line. Valley comes out. King still in the backfield for them at quarterback. They got 2 receivers split out to the right, 1 to the left. Ballard in the backfield. King calls a snap in motion. He pulls back to throw, and nice play by Mason Trollinger on that pass on the inside as they go to the one-on-one to isolate, and Trollinger, not fooled, was able to use his left hand and dislodge that pass, and that's going to bring up a 4th and 8. So
Trollinger making some big back-to-back defensive plays. He had a tackle there on Evan Viox, for potentially, I think it was a loss of yards or at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
Really good defensive play there to stop them, and there, as we just seen, was able to prevent Valley from scoring their 3rd touchdown tonight.
So it appears Valley's going to try and kick a field goal here with their kicker, Colton Coots. He's he's 11th grader here as big lefty. So he looks to try to put this one over, but it wouldn't surprise me a fake extra point. And delay of game by Valle.
Scooted back.
And that's going to be another 5 yards. So the kick just got a bit longer.
Oh, yeah.
And looks like he's going to be kicking from the 22. Well, more like once he gets the ball.
More like the 30. But we're going to see. It's going to be interesting. Never really see this much.
So St. Gen overloads the line. It wouldn't surprise me to see a fake here. Oh, and St. Gen jumps. Wow. And that's going to get their 5 yards back. So it's just like a
same.
It's like a salsa dance.
Yeah, just where they begin.
So it looks like Valle's going to continue the same play that they had dialed up here with 48 seconds left, and they are up by 13 with 2 scores in the first quarter of play.
Looks like he's going to kick it.
Goes to snap, and it's blocked, and it goes into the end zone.
Talon Pinkley was there to block it.
Wow.
St. Gen almost, I would say they just lit a spark there.
Yeah.
Crowd got hype. The whole team was hype. Let's see what they can do here off that.
So great defensive play there by St. Gen, holding Valle on that drive. And now they're going to get the ball back on the 20-yard line with 43 seconds left. It's 1st and 10. And if you're St. Gen right now, you need an offensive strike.
Yes, you need a good couple of plays here on offense. Maybe just to find out what's working, just kind of get going a little bit after the kind of a rough first quarter here on offense. Defense has definitely, I would say, been keeping us alive a little bit. We've had some defensive good possessions here, so let's see what the offense can do.
Yeah, and they just need to be patient and work their way down the field. Nothing big. Overload to the left, under the center, Ferrano. And Roth in the backfield, he pitches it to him, and Roth hits the hole and is hit at the line of scrimmage and maybe picks up 1 yard. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And they'll be content to probably let the clock run out, I think. I don't know. If I was them, I would.
Oh, yeah.
And get a change of the quarter and talk it over on offense here. And I got a feeling that's exactly what they're going to do here. And with 3 seconds left, they're going to let it run. And that's going to bring an end to the first quarter of play, but not before Valle strikes first, hitting pay dirt twice.
Yeah.
And it's 13-0 right now. Going into the second quarter, St. Gen will have the ball basically on the 21-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 9. We'll be back in a moment.
You're watching the SGHS Sports Stream, brought to you by Ciro's Family Restaurant. For over 30 years, Ciro's has been serving the best pizza, pasta, and suds in Ste. Genevieve. Grab a table, sit outside, or pre-order for curbside pickup. Ciro's Family Restaurant downtown, St. Gen's oldest family restaurant and a proud sponsor of SGHS Sports. Click on the QR code or go online to check out their updated menu at cirosrestaurant.com/menus.
All right, returning back from the first quarter of play. If you're just tuning in, it's the start of the second quarter. The Dragons got a 2nd and 9 to start off with on the 21-yard line. They're going to tight formation and Roth in motion and a fake pitch, and they give it to Grind, who picks up about 4 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and short.
normally that pitch play there, that little, you could throw it to Roth, but they like to throw it to Grind on that, like, little swing around.
Yeah, but for a little misdirection.
Yeah, and they normally do really good off. That's a really good paying play for them. They get a lot of yards off it. Valley is able to kind of see it and didn't let him have that much room to work with, any yards on it. So
the play clock down to 14 as they call in a play here. Ferrano's going to be in the shotgun formation, overload to the right, 2 split receivers to the left. They need 5 yards here, and they're going to fake. There's a slant. They got Ottens, and he's in the backfield, and that'll be the first down for St. Gen, and that's exactly what they needed to get their momentum going.
Oh, yeah. Great way for the coaches to open up the book and, put in just a short little pass play to get their first down that they needed. It's great to see that their pass play worked there, as they were a little shaky to start off the first quarter with the pass plays, and was able to get their kind of first, almost good drive there.
Yeah,
on offense.
With the defense playing off, I mean, it's easy to kind of get a quick slant inside. Ferrano's going to keep the ball, and he maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage as he is swarmed by a host of Valley Warriors. And that's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 here, as St. Gen is on the 45-yard line. St. Gen looking to try and get another first down, as they've only achieved that once, and that's just this play. No first downs for them in the first quarter. So you got 2 receivers split to the right, 1 to the left. Shotgun formation here. And Roth in motion, fake to him. Ferrano looks to pass. He lets it fly, and Grind has to come back for it and misses. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 10. Not a bad thrown ball, considering, I mean, he didn't lead Grind on that. He wanted Grind to come back towards the ball, which can sometimes draw a pass interference. But, at the same time, you have to think about it. And
I'd say it probably would have been a better option just to, kind of overthrow him and trying to catch it over the corner, because Grind had him beat there a little bit and had to come back to it. And great defense there by the Warriors.
Grind in motion here, and Ferrano peels off to the right. He's going to throw again, and he's got a man wide open, and it's Grind. Grind could go, and he made it to the 15. So Grind, the man in motion, takes off and just kind of gets behind the defense, and Ferrano throws a bullet to him and connects.
Gains about 40 yards there, as once again, Wyatt Grind being one of our best receivers in receiving yards terms.
Absolutely.
And let's see, St. Gen's opening up a big pass play, and it's working out for him.
So tight formation. Ferrano's going to keep it and go right up the middle, and he's going to pick up about 3 or 4 on that play. And that's all you need, just one here, one there.
We're starting to, the offense is figuring stuff out. We're not known as a passing team, but whenever it's working, it's hard to stop, and whatever's working, you definitely want to keep doing.
So St. Gen has called for a legal procedure on that play, and that's going to be 5 yards back, and they're going to repeat the down. It'll be 1st and 15 from the 22. So he must have lined up wrong. I think the problem was the receiver, Ottens, was off the line too far. So St. Gen looking to try and make up the distance here as they overload, shift to the left. Roth in the backfield, shotgun formation for Ferrano. He keeps it, hands off to Roth. He comes back in a counter and maybe gets 3 yards. And it'll be 2nd and long here. Nice and smooth like always.
Oh, yeah.
I don't see any real big difference here or rush.
No, not really. Couple mistakes here, kind of shooting themselves in the foot. The fumble.
Yeah.
The fumble was a big one, caused a touchdown, and obviously that
Schweigert in the backfield, Ferrano under center, and he looks to pitch. He's going to throw it, and he's got a man wide open, and it's Grind, and Grind bobbles it. Oh, my, and there was nobody on him. And I mean, nobody.
Yeah.
He just
a little awkward.
Yeah.
Over the shoulder and just couldn't hold on to
well,
it.
you know what they say, when it's wide open, you think too much.
Oh, yeah. But overall, it was good to see that they had a good play workout and was able to actually get something out of it. Like, at least they know what's working now and what plays, have been going for them.
So that brings up a 3rd and 13 on the 30-yard line. St. Gen has 2 downs here with the clock winding down to 10. And looks like they got quads to the right, 1 to the left. Ferrano by himself. And looks like Pope's going to have to call a timeout before the clock winds down and they get a penalty. So that'll be St. Gen's second timeout of the half. And we'll be back in a moment. All right, coming out of the timeout here, St. Gen burned their second one. With 8:36 left to play in the second quarter, it's 3rd and 13 on the 20-yard line. St. Gen trailing by 13, desperate to put some points on the board. They're going to go with quads to the right again and single receiver to the left. Ferrano on shotgun formation, and Otten's in motion. Ferrano looks to throw at Ottens while he's moving, and not fooled at all is the Valley Warriors as he's hit behind the line of scrimmage for about a 2-yard loss. And that's going to bring up a 4th and 16. Well, if you're Pope right now, what do you dial up?
I'd stick to what's working. They've been getting open receivers. They've been having receivers get open, and pass play's been working on them. So, just stick to that.
Well, under the center, Ferrano fakes the pass. He's going to look to throw. He gets rid of it right up the middle. Schwagert's wide open, and he's maybe short of the first down. They may have to measure. I don't know. Boy, that's close.
I think he got it.
And
no, maybe
looks
not.
like he fell short about a yard.
Short.
And they're going to have to switch out here as the Valley Warriors hold on the 4th down. It's going to be a change of possession as St. Gen's defense comes out. And the ball's going to be spotted on about the 9-yard line. It was a good call.
Yeah, well, nonetheless, St. Gen was able to find a bit of a momentum here on offense and was able to at least get somewhere on the field, convert a couple first downs, find out that the pass play is working a little bit for them. So,
St. Gen lines up here on defense, and looks like it keens in at quarterback, shotgun formation. Ballard in the backfield. He's going to follow him, and he's going to try to run. And nice play by Mason Trollinger, who comes through the hole and hits him from behind, and that's going to be about a 5-yard loss.
Trollinger having a big night on defense here. He's made some big tackles, big stops here, and that was amazing read by him, finding a pocket and sneaking through the line and all the blockers when it's able to get a loss of yards here on the Warriors.
So with Trollinger shooting through and hitting that one, that's going to bring up a 2nd and 15 on the 4-yard line. And the clock continues to roll with 7:25 left to play.
They're going to bring
Keene
Evan
is going to
Fowler back
stay
in.
And Ballard in motion. He takes the handoff to go to the outside, and looks like he's tackled, but not before a little bit of a pickup there. Good run by Fowler.
Sawyer Bowman able to bring him down there about the 12-yard line.
So that's about an 8-yard pickup. So 3rd and 7 on the 12 gives them a little bit of breathing room there as the clock continues to roll. 6:53 left to play. Valley up by 13. They scored their first 2 in the first quarter of play. They did go for a field goal, which was blocked. So looks like Keene in the backfield, Fowler in motion, and a fake handoff and a throw up the middle. And wide open is number 4, Colby Bosler. And the tackle is missed, and Bosler's going to go to the house on that play.
The Warriors able to find another touchdown, makes that 19-0. Let's see if they can convert their extra point as they were able to convert a pass play, dodge a tackle, and take it to the house. St. Gen had a big play there. Mason Trollinger was able to sack the quarterback, and looked like St. Gen was starting to get on a bit of a momentum change, and they just kind of lost it there after that.
So big play by Valley. That was about a 78-yard run.
Yeah.
78-yard pass. So Colby Bosler takes it to the house, and looks like they are going to go for a 2-point conversion here. And looks like they're going to have Shilley in the backfield. Shilley moves to the left, throws to an empty backfield, and an easy conversion there, but to Evan Viox. And you can feel a little bit of a momentum shift there. So at this point now, St. Gen down by 21 points, 3 scores.
And we've seen this, obviously, the Potosi game, it wasn't near as bad. It was only 12-0 coming out of halftime. But St. Gen was able to stick with it and come back. Hopefully we can hopefully they can find a touchdown maybe, to bring it back a little bit. They're starting to find a little bit of momentum there on the offense right before Valley scored. But
yeah, and just a few things here. A couple mistakes, penalties. I mean, they just kill you right now.
Oh, yeah.
Turnover and
fix up those little clumsy mistakes.
Yeah. But with that being said, if St. Gen can get this possession in the end zone here and run the clock down and hold them, going in at half, only down by 2, and they get the ball back, it could be it could be a difference.
Yeah, they still got half the game left.
But it really comes down right now to this: how do the Dragons respond to this adversity that they're facing? And the kick is off, and it's going to go in the end zone, and that's going to be a touchback. And St. Gen will take the ball over on the 20-yard line to start their next possession. With 6:20 left to play in the second quarter right now, and Valley had a couple big plays so far.
Was able to convert a fumble and take it to the house. St. Gen just not able to find a little bit of a spark here, and hold them on the defensive end.
Yeah, well, an offense has got to find the end zone.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure.
So it looks like 2 receivers split out to the left here. Ferrano in the backfield, shotgun formation, overload to the right. And it's going to be a quick pass to Roth, who maybe picks up a yard or so. So 2nd and 9 here. 6:01 with the clock still running. St. Gen looks like they got 4 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Ferrano in the shotgun. Almost gets the Valley Warriors to jump as they line up here. Ferrano gets the snap. He looks to throw. He throws it to Ottens real quick. Ottens goes inside, then back outside. And he's going to be close to a first down. He may be too shy here to bring up a 3rd and short. And that's what St. Gen has to do.
Oh, yeah.
Nice little easy passes, and get close to a first down and give themselves a chance.
It's a little hard for St. Gen to do this because they're not used to having to resort to the pass plays. They want to run the ball.
Right.
But that's not what's working. Valley is, sealing the deal on the run play pretty much. They're just locking them up.
Right.
So St. Gen's going to have to resort to passing the ball.
And get a little more physical.
Oh, yeah.
Ferrano in the shotgun. Roth in motion. And a handoff to Roth. He needs 2. He sheds a tackle and comes close.
Yeah, just might be able to get it.
And that's one of those things as a running back or even a receiver for that matter. When the ball's in your hands, you got to know where the stick's at.
Oh,
and you got to know when to extend because you need that first down.
For sure. Looks like he got it. So it's going to be 4:49 left to play. First down on the 31-yard line. St. Gen trying to find a momentum changer here, maybe get a touchdown before halftime as they are down 21-0.
Verano shotgun here. He gets the ball, looks to go again. He's going to get rid of it, and he's got a deep pass and overshoots Roth, who kind of gets his feet kind of tripped up. It's like he should have just kept running instead.
Should have kept going a little bit.
He's backpedaling. And that's one of those where you have to just trust that the quarterback's going to throw it where it's supposed to go and hit you in stride.
Obviously, which, you know, at least it was first down. They have some room to make up for it here.
So defense playing off here. Trips to the left, one to the right. Schweigert in the backfield. Verano, shotgun formation. He gets the snap. Fake handoff, inside pass to Grind, and Grind is hit immediately. He may have gotten a yard or two, not much there.
Probably should have just fell down right away because on the tackle there he lost about 2 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 8 with 4.
And part of it's hitting them in stride while they're moving.
Oh, yeah.
So it's 3rd and 8, 33. St. Gen trailing by 3 strikes. They're going to have to throw the ball again on this one. Well, at least you expect them to.
Yeah.
As they are starting to get more comfortable in their formations throwing. Trips to the right. Dual receivers to the left. Verano and shotgun. And he looks to go to the outside. He's quickly pressured. And he throws that one in the vicinity, but nothing there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And you would think they probably are going to punt this ball.
Yeah, Valley noticing that they are throwing the ball a lot. They put Colby Bosler, number 4, kind of right in the middle of everything. So, you know, our receivers can't really do that little slant route just to gain maybe a first down or so. So that's kind of blocking up the pass play facility there for that.
So St. Gen looking to punt here. Verano back. And a little bit of a high snap. Took his time and almost got that blocked. Nice punt, though. And it's fielded cleanly and hit hard by Owen Roth. And he goes out about the 48-yard line there. So Valley takes over with 3:38 left to play. Plenty of time for them to put another one on the board.
Oh, yeah.
And still plenty of time for St. Gen to maybe make a stop or a turnover here.
And we know they're definitely capable of that. St. Gen's defense definitely improved a lot over the last 5 games. They're kind of making a big impact here on this game. You know, it is 21-0, but really I think it'd be way worse without St. Gen's defense right now because their offense ain't working out.
And they need to get their heads up a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like a split receiver to the right. They'll have a one-on-one there with Drake. Otten's in the backfield watching. Shotgun formation here. And in motion, there's a flag and a quick pitch to the tight end, or to the quarterback, actually. King. And we'll see what the call is here. Personal foul against St. Gen. And like that's nothing we haven't seen here.
Yep. Another one of St. Gen's part of the mental game there, you know.
And I
getting in their heads a little bit, I think, maybe.
Oh, so they're offsetting penalties there. And they'll replay that down. So it's 1st and 10 on the 47-yard line. 3:30 left to play. St. Gen trailing by 21. And defense needs to step up here really fast. Little communication issue here. Referee's trying to figure out where to spot the ball on that. I guess as they talk about the 2 penalties and how they offset and where the original line was.
Yeah.
So you have an illegal procedure followed by a personal foul. And there's the spot officially now. So on the 47-yard line, it's 1st and 10, 3:30 left to play. split receivers, one to each side. There's the snap. Quarterback rolls out there. He looks to pass, and he's pressured and missed. Paul Taylor looking to have a sack there, but just missed it as Schilly was able to escape.
It's like it was, you said Paul Taylor and Drake Meyer there pressured him a lot. Paul almost had a sack, but wasn't able to hold on to him.
That would have been about a 10-yard loss right there.
Oh, yeah, that definitely would have got St. John's side going, you know.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be 2 and 10 with 3:20 left to go on the 47-yard line. Valley in control.
Schilly stays in at quarterback. Fallard in the backfield with him. And number 11 in motion, Caden Williams. And Williams is hit a couple times, stays on his feet, picks up about 2-3 yards.
Looks like St. John's defense is starting to get a little more aggressive here. A lot of them more swarming to the ball, just going in for hard, big hits.
Oh, yeah.
And it's definitely what you want to see out of them, as we know Valley's been doing that the whole game. So it's good to see out of St. John's defense here.
And this is one of those moments or times where, you know, it's a 3rd and long. Wouldn't surprise me to throw one right down the middle as they move everybody out.
Really don't have anything to lose here. You know, they're up 21-0.
Yeah. They'll look for that one-on-one as the clock continues to go, and looks like the game clock's going to run, and they're probably going to end up having to call another timeout, and that's what's going to happen. And Valley calls her second timeout of the game in the first half with 2:35 left to play, and we'll be back in a moment. All right, coming back after the timeout there is the Warriors talk it over here. Figured out what they want to do. They got split receivers to the left.
Looks like they're going to have Schilly in as quarterback.
One receiver to the right. And fake handoff to Fowler. They go right up the middle, and he's wide open again. And he's tackled by number 23,
or was that
Colton Brace.
Number 11, Caden Williams. Was able to convert it there for about 25 yards.
And they come right back at him in the middle, and they're going to expose that weakness all day long until you shut it down.
You know, coming into the game, we already know Valley's really quick. You know, they're really athletic, and you just can't afford to be beat like that. It's about 3 times here that we've seen that happen.
So St. John lines up hard. They're going one-on-one, and a handoff to Fowler up the middle. He's going to take it for about a yard or two. And 2 minutes and 13 seconds left on the clock as Valley's driving down to possibly score again here. If St. John's able to hold them off, that would be a moral victory for them here at the end of the second quarter. Three receivers to the right, one to the left. Schilly in the backfield with Fowler. Shotgun formation. He takes the handoff. Fowler goes to the right side. And Trollinger's there for the tackle. The flag's thrown on the play. Looks like it's going to be holding against Valley. And that's going to take him back 10 yards. And they're going to elect to take the penalty there. And they'll repeat the second down.
.137 left to play on the 24-yard line. It's 2-17. Valley looking to score again.
Split receivers to the left, one to the right. Shilly in the backfield gets the snap, hands off, or fake handoff. He's looking to throw, and he's flushed out and tackled.
Tackled by Dylan Cash, number 79.
And that's going to bring up a 3rd and long.
Yep, 3rd and 17. With about 1:10 left to play. See if St. Gen can hold them off.
And I would think that if they're able to stop them on this play, they might consider taking a timeout at St. Gen. But they may be more content to go in at half.
Yeah, agreed.
Down by 3. So King back in. Fake handoff. He looks to throw. He goes to the outside and hits his receiver, but not before he's tackled inbounds. And that's going to bring up a 4th and about 6 or 7 here.
Wyatt Grind and Mason Trollinger's on it tonight as the duo has been making some great tackles to stop Valley's offense from scoring. It's going to be 4 and 8.
And Drake Meyer almost had that when the ball went over. He went over his fingertips.
Try to tip it.
It's a good pass by Keene.
See if St. Gen can stop them one more time to get control of the ball.
Valley burns their last time out of the game here. As they talk it over for the 4th down, what they want to do here. That's going to leave about, 16 seconds on the clock.
Yeah.
You would almost think if you're Valley on this play right here, since you're out of timeouts, come out in the 4th with a 4th down, you want to throw the ball and hit the end zone. Maybe try to find a one-on-one to the outside and just kind of throw a jump ball and hope that you come down with one.
And, I would say their percentage on coming down with it's been really high tonight. Definitely doable, but if you're St. Gen, you need to make a big defensive stop here.
Yeah. I mean, if it's in the vicinity and they can catch it, they have.
Oh, yeah.
So St. Gen shores up here as it comes down to this play here. 4th and 8 on the 15-yard line. 16 seconds left. No timeouts left to Valley, so they're going to have to play hurry up as Shilly is the quarterback. And a quick whistle there as looks like Pope calls a quick timeout for the defense as I guess they wanted to see what Valley comes out in their formation. And that's going to push the clock a little bit more here as St. Gen burns its last timeout. So I think if you're St. Gen right now, you're pretty content going into the half, just down by 3, knowing that hey, we're gonna get the ball back at the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
I'd say they
can score and make it a 2-point or a 2-touch game. I mean,
coming out of half, they definitely just want to look at it as it's a new start. Just get things going here, find the end zone, and go from there. They definitely need to survive this half, though.
And it's like anything else. I mean, mistakes are always in games like this. That's what is the defining moment, with the end of the score. Turnovers, penalties, missed opportunities. So with 4th down here and 8, we'll see what Valley dials up as they got 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Empty backfield. And Keene in. He takes the ball. He's definitely going to pass. And there's the ball up in the air, and Krupe is all over it. Ball was uncatchable, and St. Gen comes out of that with a change of possession.
Yeah.
So 11 seconds left. St. Gen could just basically down the ball and run the clock out.
Yeah, I mean.
You almost don't want to try to throw something or do something fancy here, turn the ball over, and
I like them coming out of half with a fresh set of downs and fresh set of lungs there.
Yeah.
And just regroup from there. They don't need to push it.
Well, and it's like anything else, the tale of 2 halves. You just don't know what they can come back and.
But I would say they definitely want to do a lot of their damage whenever they need to push it, they need to do it in the 3rd quarter because against this Valley defense, you don't want to be caught in a 3-touchdown situation trying to come back in the fourth quarter.
That's correct. And when you're down by 21, you're going against a defense that's only giving up an average of 11
yeah.
a game. That's less than 2 touchdowns, and you're down by 3. So every possession counts. All right, well, that's going to bring up the half here, and we'll be able to film it, but we won't be able to do the audio part of it due to copyright that's played out for our halftime. But for those of you who get kind of curious or frustrated because you don't hear anything, it's unfortunately a copyright issue when we're playing live out on YouTube. So we will be back after the halftime show and start the third quarter. All right, coming back after the half here. St. Gen trailing by 3 scores. They will get the ball to start off the third quarter. We got about 1:05 left. So, on the whole, looking at the first half, score is indicative of, really what's going on. But, there's just a few little plays here or there that make a big difference. Grind catches the ball in the end zone when they're only up by, 13.
And then no fumble, and there you're within a touchdown. It'd be 14-7. I mean, whole different ball game.
It's funny how momentum shifts, and sometimes them little mistakes come into play, and they really can dictate the transformation of how the game is going to unfold.
And I would say St. Gen has no room to have little mistakes, because I think those little mistakes are biting them in the butt way more than Valley's little mistakes.
I agree.
And, I mean, you're just going to have to clean it up and do a lot of damage here in third.
So, at the beginning we were saying, all right, well, the first quarter was really not well played by St. Gen. They didn't even get a first down.
Nope.
But then they kind of got a little bit of a rhythm in the second quarter, and they started having a little more confidence pushing the ball than just unfortunately a few mistakes. But now we're at a stage where they got to punch it in the end zone.
Oh, yeah. You can't afford to just keep getting slowly better throughout the game. You got to step it up here and take it full on.
So Valley sets to kick here to start off the third quarter of play. And we're off. And there's the kick. It's going to go down the middle. Ottens is going to run blocker for Roth. And Roth is hit on the 20-yard line. And that's where St. Gen will take over. So going into the beginning of the third quarter, St. Gen will start at the 20-yard line and try to march down the field about 80 yards and score. I'm sure they had a lot of conversation at the half.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to shore up some of their mistakes or miscues. Ottens comes out wide to the left here. St. Gen comes out of the huddle. Quick run to the huddle here. Ferrano underneath the center. And Roth in motion. He gives it to
Schweigert as he kind of bumps into one of his own linemen and will go down there.
Might have got about 2 yards on that carry. And Schweigert shook up a little bit on that play. But he's such a bull rusher, he just goes straight in. It's all his body. He loves contact. I mean, he's not somebody who's going to elude you. He's going to go at you.
He's not really going to try and slip through the line. He's just going to go and bulldoze you right down.
Tight formation and Grind in motion. It's going to be a halfback pass. He throws, and it is defended by Valley. Pass was initially going to go to Owen Roth as Grind got the pitch outside, but Valley wasn't fooled on that.
We've seen that play a couple times, except Wyatt Grind never really threw it. He would just take it and run it. Interesting to see kind of what they drew up there, though.
Well, and they had a one-on-one, and they were, sometimes a jump ball, you never know who's going to come down with it. And sometimes, if your receiver's aggressive enough. But this is going to bring a 3rd and 8 on the 23-yard line. St. Gen needs to convert here. Ferrano in the shotgun, empty backfield. Roth in motion, and he hands it to Roth. Roth cuts up the side, and he's still on his feet, and he may get the first down on that run.
He's going to be really close, and I would say he looks like he got it.
And he should have, depending on the spot, and that's going to be a new set of downs as they move the sticks, and that's exactly what St. Gen needed.
Looks like Roth here has probably been one of our better runners. That's kind of really the first run play that's actually taken us somewhere, I would say. And he only gained,
8 yards.
8 yards. So
Otten split out to the right here. And a handoff to Grind. Grind goes up the middle, still pumping his feet, and he picks up about 7. So St. Gen on the move.
Flag on the play.
And that's usually either a holding call or an offsides or a legal motion.
Yeah.
And it's going to be holding.
So St. Gen there, another mistake. They had a pretty good run there, was able to pick up about 7 yards, but kind of shot themselves in the foot and had a holding call. Still 1st and 10, though. 10:46 left to play.
Well, it's 1st and 20 off
First
that.
and 20. All right,
once
first
they move
and
it.
20, so they move it back.
So St. John's going to have to gobble up some yards here.
Oh, yeah. First down, though, I mean, definitely might want to pass it.
We need something that's going to eat up about 8 yards or so. You got to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Oh, yeah.
Or original line of scrimmage. Verano shotgun. Motion, grind. And he's going to roll out to throw. He's got Ottens on the outside. Ottens cuts up in. He comes down about the 25-yard line. So they pick up about 5 on that play.
Otten's getting the ball quite a bit tonight. Just on those little, go about 5 yards and stop kind of pass plays. And he also had, I think, maybe 1 or 2 pretty big catches there.
Yeah, and they haven't sent him on a fly pattern really tonight.
Yeah.
Trips to the right. 1 receiver to the left. Verano in the shotgun. He has Schwaggart there beside him. He's going to line up to the right. And he looks to throw. He's going to go back to the left side. He's got one-on-one with Ottens. Ottens got the ball, and it's through the hands. Oh, my. And that is 2 major drop balls tonight by St. Gen receivers that could have had a massive impact on the flow of the game here.
That was a great pass by Luke Ferranto, and Ottens had it in his hand. He had the defender beat. Just once again, just slipped right out. I don't know. I mean,
yeah, you gotta credit your quarterback. He's putting it on the numbers right now, and they just got to come up with the play here. So now it's 3rd and 15. What would have been a first and probably on the 35, 30-yard line
play there
of St. Gen. And you can see some of the stress right now that's going on, and St. Gen's going to have to burn a timeout.
Early on.
Yeah, and that's
not what you want.
No, and, you have a play like that, and the guys kind of just meander back to the line because they're a little dejected that it didn't convert. There's frustration. Now it's 3rd and long. You've got a holding penalty that puts you at, a 1st and 20 instead of where you were when you got a first down.
And, I mean, even though your head's down from that, you could also look at it this way. They came in to the second half, and they had a couple run plays where they were able to pick up, 8, 10 yards, which haven't really seen that tonight. So their run play they had a little bit of success there on it. They got first down.
Yeah.
Which, that's good to see out of the half. You can't let this can't let it bother you mentally wise, though.
Right. I mean, you get the entire second half right now. This is only the first possession. But mental mistakes like that, letting the game clock run out, having to burn a timeout when you're down by 21, it doesn't leave you in a very good position later in the game if somehow you make a run and bring it back to within striking distance.
For sure, yeah.
So Ferrano's going to be in the shotgun formation. He's got Ottens wide to the right, one-on-one, and he's going to throw. He's going to throw back to Grind underneath, and Grind's still on his feet but hit behind the line of scrimmage.
It's been a loss.
And that's at a loss of
4
yards there.
4 yards maybe.
And you would think they're going to have to punt this.
Oh, yeah.
So what started out as possibly some positive momentum is quickly shifted to mistakes or missed opportunities on this possession. And St. Gen lines up to try and punt this one away. Their last punt was pretty close to getting blocked. Took a little time for Ferrano to bring the snap down. And good snap. And he hits it solid, straight to the running back. He's going to take it cleanly and go down the side. Nobody home. And special teams almost not there, but he brings it back to almost the 30-yard line.
Yeah, about 30. So not good placement as far as St. Gen's defense. And Valle has a whole 4 downs here to work from the 30.
Right. Not
where you want them to be, but we've seen St. Gen's defense able to stop them here a couple times tonight. Let's see if they can do it again here. They're definitely going to need that.
Yeah, defense is definitely going to have to bolster some strength here as Valle runs out on offense here and lines up. 34-yard line, 1st and 10, 9:30 left to play, and Valle up by 21. Another touchdown could possibly put a dagger in.
I would say if we see another touchdown, we're going to see a lot of fans leave probably.
Defense goes up, and looks like they're going to try to run it outside and hit hard by number 50. Wow.
Sawyer Bowman.
Sawyer Bowman comes in and absolutely lays out the quarterback, Andrew Schilly, and that's going to be a
loss of
a couple
4
yards.
4 yards. 4 yards, so 2 and 14.
So
9 minutes to play here. Ball on the 38-yard line.
So 2nd and 14, and Schilly goes out, and Keene comes in. Shotgun formation. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, and they get St. Gen to jump again. And I know that's got to be frustrating, especially when you are on the nose of the ball. You don't leave until the ball picks up. So I'm sure he's hitting himself in the foot right now.
It's like he's going to be taken out here.
So he was replaced. That was Manning. And instead of 2nd and 14, it's 2nd and 9. The Warriors line up with 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Little confusion in the secondary. And they hike the ball. He's going to throw. He's got a man right up the middle, and he overshoots him.
Overshoots it, but
St. Gen lucks out on that one right there with a little bit of pressure in the backfield by Paul Taylor.
I'd say they definitely lucked out because, once again, number 11, Caden Williams, just was pretty much wide open, I would say. He beat both of his, the safety in the corner. And
there was some miscommunication on the safeties lining up on that.
St. Gen been lucky there, though.
St. Gen showing a little bit of a chink in their armor right up the middle.
3 and 9.
Third and 9.
8:30 left to go.
Split receivers, King quarterback, quarter on the shotgun there. He's got Fowler in the backfield. Split receivers on both sides. King gets the ball, looks to throw, and he's pressured out of the pocket, and he throws one on the run, and it's caught by number 4, Colby Bosler, as he manages to get behind number 3, Talon Pinkley.
I thought he was just going to throw it and just chuck it out of bounds kind of, but I didn't even see Colby Bosler. It was an amazing throw.
Yeah, and he put some air under it, which I thought might give the defender a little time to get underneath, but he got stuck backpedaling. And it is a 1st and goal on the 9-yard line. Handoff up the middle. And Fowler's still on his feet, goes down about the 4-yard line. And that's going to bring up a 2nd and 4. As St. Gen is getting pinned down in their end zone. So 7:34 left to play in the 3rd quarter as the clock continues to roll. 16 on the game clock. Keene in shotgun. Gets the ball, hands off to Fowler. Fowler hit hard.
Going to be taken down by number 5, Max Krupe, and Drake Meyer.
And that's going to be a loss of yardage on that play.
Probably a loss of 3 or so yards.
Fowler a little shook up on the play. He gets it and walks it off here. So that's going to be a 3rd and goal here. St. Gen looking to try and hold them out of the end zone. Valley been pretty successful in the air tonight. Probably see him do something here, a little quick slant.
Oh, yeah.
Keene got to get the ball off. He rolls to the left. He's going to throw, and that was easy.
So
Colby Bosler out of the backfield, just runs a little out route, and nobody near him. And that was 6 on the board as St. Gen trails by 27. Valley lines up to kick the extra point here. Kicker lines up. There's the snap. Good hold. And he puts it through, and that'll take him to 28. With 6:30 left to play in the third quarter, Valley scores on their possession.
So once again, Valley's offense taking a beating to St. John's Dragons' defense. And not that I'm saying that their defense is bad. It's just like they'll go a couple plays, have some big, maybe a sack or defend Valley well, and then Valley will come right back and, gain 20 yards off of a pass play.
Yeah.
And
or there's a penalty.
Penalty. Just can't completely lock them up here on the defensive end for St. John.
Definitely a trial by fire learning experience for the Dragons tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Hoping to have maybe had a better showing at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Still a lot of game left, though, and they still need to punch it in the end zone. I think that'll help a little bit.
That will definitely help a lot just to see the end zone.
Yeah, last year St. John walked away with a goose egg on the board. And there's the kick. And Roth is going to be content to let it go in the end zone, and St. John's going to start at the 20-yard line as we change possession, and we'll be right back. All right, we're back here as St. John is on a first down. Split receivers to the left, one to the right. Shotgun formation. Roth in motion. Hand off to Roth. He hits the line hard and pounds his way for about 11 yards. Great run by Roth as he's finally hit out of bounds.
Roth just bull rushing.
Oh, yeah. He's got speed, and once he finds and cuts, he just goes straight.
He just finds a line and just goes with it.
Yeah, he does his best running from point 1 to point 2, not doing the weave. He's got enough speed to kind of punch through the line and push past the defender and get to the secondary.
Good to see how St. John's run play.
Roth in motion again, and a fake handoff, and this time Ferrano keeps it, picks up about 2 yards.
Kind of trips over one of his offensive linemen. But,
so 6:14 on the clock as it continues to run. St. John trailing by 28 right now. Looking to try and hit pay dirt for first time tonight. And looks like Ferrano's going to go under the center here. Tight formation. Otten's on his own. Roth in motion. He fakes the pass. He's going to throw. He's flushed out of the pocket, and he gets it off to Paul Taylor. And Paul.
Going to be flags on the play.
And I don't know necessarily if it's going to be an illegal lineman downfield or what here.
Paul was able to just luckily get back to the line of scrimmage, though.
And we'll wait to see what the call is on that. Are they saying he's an illegal receiver?
Yeah.
But usually Paul is listed as a tight end, so I don't know how they're going to talk it over here.
That was a rare occasion, though. You never really see him carrying the ball, so that might be why they're a little confused.
Oh, and they rarely throw it to him. So with a lot of linen on the field here, we'll see what the referees come up with on the call. So they're saying it's an illegal forward pass. So it'll be a loss of down. They'll spot the ball.
So once again, St. John just can't get free of penalties.
That's a big one.
Oh, yeah.
Especially with a loss of down. That's going to bring a third down and long here. Pope is not happy about that at all. So Otten spread out to the right. It's 3rd and 16 on the 25-yard line. 5:36 left to play here. Tight formation. And looks like Grind in motion. He rolls out to throw, and he's going to get hit hard in the backfield, and that's going to go nowhere, and that's a loss of down and a loss of yardage there.
Yeah, looks like he just can't find any open receivers. I don't know. Warriors are doing a good job defending St. John's receivers. And
well, and, you know,
Verano
from a defensive standpoint, you know, if you're Valley, you're like, hey, these guys are so far back right now, they're going to throw the ball. Just call a defense that takes that away and blitz a couple of guys up on line. So St. Gen deep in their territory, down by 28. It's 4th and 26 with 4:51.
Kind of have to, so.
Verano may back up here, and he does. Looks like he's going to boot it here. And there's the snap. And it's blocked. And Ferrano picks up the ball. He's going to have to run. He fumbles it again. And another huge mistake as the ball falls on the 8-yard line. And looks like Valley's going to take over with excellent field position. And it's basically going to be 1st and goal.
Yeah.
So huge turnover there.
We were kind of
almost icing on the cake there.
Yeah, I would say they scored here. That's, I mean, hate to say it as a St. Gen fan, but that's probably going to be the deal breaker. Yeah.
So they come out with one receiver to the left. And Shilley is back at quarterback now. Fallard in the backfield. Shilley gets the ball, and that could be a illegal shift. So that's a 5-yard penalty, and we'll try it again here.
4:33 left to play here in the third quarter. Valley is up 28-0. 1st and 13 on 13-yard line.
So it's 1st and goal to go here. They're going to stay in the same formation. They're going to keep Shilley at the quarterback position here with Fowler in the backfield. Tight formation, overload to the right. They shift to the left. Shilley gets the ball, rolls to the left. He's going to keep it and run. He's going to try to get the outside, and he's hit hard.
About the 6-yard line or 5.
So he gets back to maybe the 8-yard line here. So it's 2nd and 7. 4:26 on the clock. And the Warriors taking their time. And St. Gen finds themselves in the same position that Park Hills found themselves at last week against St. Gen.
Oh, yeah.
After the half.
Just couldn't get anything going. You know, penalties and
Shilley takes the
fumbles.
Ball and hands it to Fowler. Fowler's hit the backfield hard as the Valley Warriors helmet flies off. Big Paul Taylor there. Put a stop to the run. And that's going to bring a 3rd and long.
Evan Fowler, it's getting pretty beat up this game. First, it kind of went out for his one of his arms a couple plays ago, and now it looks like he was kind of hobbling off the field there.
So coach calls in a play here. Tight formation, Shilley still in. Shift to the right here. We'll see if Shilley tries to hold on to it and take it to the outside, and he does. He looks to throw. He's going to throw to his right. He lets it go, and defended by number 5, Max Krupe. Incomplete pass, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So St. Gen trying to hold off another score here after a botched punt attempt by Ferrano on offense.
It's like they're going to look to kick it. I see their kicker running out on the field.
Valley looking to put 3 more on the board here and get into the 30 range. Defense lines up here. Kicker likes where he's at. There's the, puts it down good.
Looks like it's going to be good.
And it's through the uprights, and that'll be 3 points for the kicker. And that'll take the score to 31. So with 3:51 left to play in the third quarter, the Warriors have a commanding lead, 31-0.
Oh, yeah.
As everything seems to be going their way. St. Gen coming out on the field looking to try and get some offense going here. They haven't crossed the midfield this half yet.
No. Every now and then you'll see little sparks of them maybe getting a little bit of a momentum change, and then they just end up losing it.
Yeah, and consistency is a prerequisite to winning.
Oh, yeah.
So St. Gen lines up, ready to receive off the kickoff here. Down by 31. Valle sends it, and he slips on the kick, so it's going to be a little squibber. Picked up by Roth. He's going to go straight ahead, and he takes off running. And Roth dodges one tackle, dodges a second, and then finally brought down on the 40. So good return by Roth on that, giving St. Gen a much better field position than they've been.
See if St. Gen can't, at least find a touchdown is really what you're hoping for.
Yeah, and they can go 60 yards here.
Oh, yeah.
They
You're going to have to make it fast if you want to try and do anything here, being down by 30.
Oh, yeah.
So still got the rest of the fourth quarter. You never know what's going to happen then.
And looks like another penalty against St. Gen is going to be holding. Can't imagine that.
Yeah.
And that'll go back 10 yards. Or they're going to put it at the spot of the foul. And instead of starting at the 40-yard line, they're going to start at the 20.
You'd think with them penalties, they'd have the coaches make them run a little bit, and they would maybe learn their lesson. But
well, when you get a little frustrated, you make a lot of mental mistakes.
Yeah.
So St. Gen tie formation, shotgun formation, and they hand off to Roth. Roth trying to get around, got one man to beat, and dragged down hard. He picks up a few there. About a 5-yard pickup there. Goes a good hard run there by Roth on the outside. So it's a warm, muggy night.
Oh, yeah.
80 degrees.
About on the verge of
79
sweating.
degrees now. Uncharacteristic of October, or at least it's becoming more characteristic as time progresses. Schwager gets the ball up the middle, and he's hit and he fumbles it, and that's going to be recovered
by Andrew Schilling, number 7 for Valle.
And that'll be a change of possession here as the defense comes back out. I would say a very tired defense at this juncture.
Oh, yeah.
So 2:56 left to play, and there'll be a change of possession here on the turnover. You definitely can feel the frustration.
Oh, yeah.
Not only from them, but from the crowd.
From us, we definitely have a lot of people have left the stands, especially in the student section. That kind of tells you how the game's going, I guess.
I know they were hoping for a close game, or at least a more competitive one.
Yeah,
but this is a good learning experience right now. And see how they respond to this adversity. They got one receiver split to the right, another one to the left. And looks like Keene's in the backfield here with Fowler. And that'll be a delay of game. And that'll be 5 yards as the Warriors took their time getting to the line there, calling in a play. So it'll be 1st and 15 here for Valle as Keene in the shotgun formation. Gets a snap, rolls to the left, looks to throw. He's going to go up the middle. He lets it fly, and there's some penalty flags thrown there at the last second. I'm not quite sure what that was about. I guess they're going to say there was maybe some pass interference.
Yeah, a little bit odd considering that's the first one of the game. And
it looked like he backpedaled and fell.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't think there was.
Because he actually could have made the catch.
Yeah, I know. He had it hit his chest, but.
And looks like it's offensive holding and pass interference, and the two are going to offset here, and they'll replay this. So 1st and 15 on the 39, 2:48 left to play in the third quarter. St. Gen trailing by 31. Keene in the backfield. He gets the snap, hands to Fowler. He's going to take it, and he's hit at the line, and he goes nowhere. That'll bring up a 2nd and 15. Valley taking their time calling in the plays, as they probably should right now, as the clock continues to wind. They don't really have anything to get in a hurry about. St. Gen awaits here on defense as they go with split, or they got trips to the right. Ballard in the backfield. King gets the snap. He rolls to the right, looking to throw. He lets it fly, and the ball is short, as coverage was by Grind. Pretty decent coverage all around.
Oh, yeah.
And that'll bring up a 3rd and long, as 3rd and 15 on the 39.
I think both teams are just kind of letting it ride out. I don't see too much pressure from really either team right now, honestly.
Well, defense hasn't been able to penetrate and get a sack tonight. They have rushed the quarterback a couple times, but they've had very limited success bringing him down in the backfield.
And as far as passing, you know, Valley's been able to beat a lot of our corners and safeties and just, you know, head towards the middle of the field.
Looks to throw again. Quick pass, and he throws it behind Fowler, who wasn't expecting it at least that fast, and that'll bring up a 4th down. So it's going to be 4th and 15 on the 39. Minute 57 to play. Clock is stopped on the incomplete pass. Split receivers to either side, empty backfield. Valley looking to pass again here. St. Gen's been pretty vulnerable up the middle. We'll see what they try to do. Maybe a little misdirection, open something up. And King gets the ball. He's looking to throw. He throws to the inside, and it bounces off the chest of the receiver. That would be number 12, Evan Viox. And there'll be a turnover on downs as St. Gen's defense holds and keeps Valley out of the end zone. And the offense comes back on. Let's see what they do this time. St. Gen just trying to get across the 50-yard line. They haven't even sniffed it this quarter.
I would expect some long passes, hopefully. I mean, if you want to try and do something, you got to make it happen fast. And, you know, kind of Hail Marys are really your only solution.
Grind Naughton's split out. Pistol formation. They hand off to Schwaggart, who gets the ball up the middle and gets about 5 yards on the carry. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 5 on the 44-yard line. St. Gen just keeping it on the ground. Running clock here as they call in the play. They huddle in. Otten spreads out to the left. Overload to the right. Ferrano's going to keep the ball, it looks like, and a fake. He's going to try to throw, and he's rushed fast. He throws a little dip pass out, and he's got Slinkard. And Slinkard in the open field gets to the 40-yard line. So a little misdirection there with the tight end, and Slinkard comes back, bouncing out, and he's wide open.
Great patience there by Ferrano to hold the ball, even though he's getting rushed,
and
find an open man.
And he knows he's going to take a hit, but he just lays it in there, nice and easy.
Yeah.
And 53 seconds as the clock runs. 1st and 10 on the 40. St. Gen finally getting a little positive momentum here on this drive. Ferrano under the center here. And that'll be Roth in motion. A quick pitch out to him. And Roth's going to have to cut outside, but nothing there. He's going to lose a couple yards on that. He's not able to bounce outside the linebacker. And that's going to be a 2nd and long here. So 2nd and 14 on the 44, 21 seconds left. And we'll see if St. Gen decides to squeak one more play out before the third quarter. They come out in their formation here. Grind in motion. Ferrano rolls to the right. He's going to be rushed again. He gets rid of the ball, and it looks like it was caught. And no,
they're saying no.
That was Roth. Pass incomplete there. And the out of bounds. And that'll be the end of the third quarter. So, the end of the third quarter comes at the end of play here. And St. Gen trailing right now, 31-0. St. Gen looking to try and find the end zone on this possession as it's a 3rd and 14 on the 44-yard line. We'll start back in the fourth quarter. We'll be back in a moment. All right, so we're back for the beginning of the fourth quarter. St. Gen trailing by a monsoon of points here. 31-0, 12 minutes on the clock. It'll be 3rd and long, or 2nd and long, I guess. So 2nd and 14, or I should say 3rd and 14 as they switch the clock here. Ferrano in shotgun. He goes to pass, moves to the right. Good blocking in the backfield, and Ferrano gets flushed, and he's hit by 4 defenders and brought down for a loss as the receiver could not get open. And that's going to bring a 4th and long. So on the 50-yard line, they will probably pass again and try to connect here. So it looks like split receivers here. And they may punt the ball. Who knows? Ferrano goes back to look like he's going to punt here. And there's the snap. He is. And he kicks it towards the end zone. It's going to roll into the end zone as he almost sits it on the 1-yard line. And,
yeah.
And Valley's going to start their first possession of the fourth quarter on the 20-yard line as they switch offense to defense. Cross-country boys and girls travel this Saturday, October 4th, to compete at Cape Notre Dame. And on September 29th, the girls golf team had a victorious day at home on their course, defeating Lutheran South in a duel. They played yesterday quad matches at home against Valley Jackson and Cape Notre Dame. And the defense lines up here. Keene's going to stay in with 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Ballard in motion. They hand off to him, and he's going to try to run to the outside. He's forced back in and hit. Maybe picks up a yard or 2. Good containment there by the Dragons defense.
Carry the ball at time number 3, Evan Fowler. Now made by number 50, Sawyer Bowman.
If there's no change in the score here, and St. Gen doesn't put an unbelievable comeback in the history of comebacks, they will fall to 5-1, and they'll travel to Fredericktown next week to take on the Black Cats. Keene in shotgun, and another penalty flag. It's going to be a timeout, Valley. So Valley takes a timeout here. We'll talk a little bit here. Last week, Varsity Volleyball Dragons won a 4-set victory over Saxony at home. However, they went on a 4-game skid, unfortunately, playing pretty hard against Farmington, St. Vincent, and then North County, and then lost to Potosi last night. Potosi's 14-3. They're now 15-3. So St. Gen looks to come back next week as they have 3 home games. And it'll be their last, I believe, round of home games. I know golf is getting ready to close shop here, and they're getting ready to go into district play. So it looks like the defense lines up here as King gets a snap. He's going to hand off to the running back, and there's a fumble. And I don't know who got that ball. It looked like Keene recovered it. And it's a turnover as St. Gen manages to get their first turnover of the game against Valley. And that'll give them good field position on around the 20-yard line.
Yeah,
if there was a chance for them to score, it would be now. So 31-0, 10 minutes left to play. Offense goes out on a miscue by the running back who fumbles the ball for Valley. And St. Gen has 2 receivers split to the left. Grind all alone over to the right. Ferrano in the shotgun, looking to probably pass. Roth in motion. They hand it to him. He hits the gap, and he's still on his feet running. And he picks up about 3 yards. So it's 2nd and 6 as Roth picks up 4. Otten's all alone on the right. Tight formation. Schweigert in the backfield. And Roth in motion. The quick pitch to Grind up the middle. And Grind trying to pull. He's still on his feet, and he carries the pile. That's going to be close to a first down. I think he's about a yard short. So good hard run by Grind there. A little misdirection.
Could be 3rd and 2. About 9:15 left to play here in the 4th quarter.
Ottens goes to single man on the outside, split out wide, 1-on-1. Overload to the right. Ferrano in the shotgun. He just quick pitches to Roth. Roth is hit immediately and pile drived into the backfield. And maybe he got back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to bring up a 4th and 1. So Dragons needing 1 yard here. May overload the line, put Ferrano under center, maybe have him run. Quarterback sneak. Still going to stay in the shotgun here. 2 receivers split to the left. Roth in motion. Try to get him to jump on the hard count. No do. So they're going to redo it here. Ferrano takes it. He's going to follow him in. He gets a yard, and Ferrano's going to walk in. And that's going to be a touchdown as St. Gen finally hits pay dirt. Yeah, and there will be no goose egg on the board for St. Gen today. And the crowd's pretty excited about that.
It's what we wanted to see after 3 quarters. Finally was able to get into the end zone.
Absolutely.
A little late here, but, you know, like you said, it was a learning experience. And was finally able to find a touchdown, really.
Punch one in. Ferrano scores tonight. Ottens lines up to kick the extra point. He's been pretty solid and automatic this year. There's the snap. Down good. Lifts it up and through, and St. Gen gets 7 on the board. So score now 31-7 with 8:14 left to play. St. Gen and Valley both have 2 timeouts left in the game. And St. Gen looking to kick off here. If you're St. Gen, do you onside or do you just say kick it deep and hope for the best?
I don't know. I mean, I guess it really depends on what they want to do, you know. You just scored, but, like, it's 7-31. I don't know if you just want to let the game ride out or do you actually want to give it a shot and see what you can do with 8:14 left to go.
Yeah, you hate to give them good field position at the 50-yard line and make them earn it on the back, but it is also a good opportunity to practice for special teams.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll see what Pope dials up here on this play. Will he onside or will he go deep? Otten goes to kick. He squibs it to the side, and it is cleanly fielded by number 69 for the Valley Warriors.
Covered by number 69.
Oh, that's Lane Okenfoos. And Valley will take over around the 50-yard line, thereabouts. An exhausted defense goes back on, back on the field here.
They definitely had their work cut out for them this game.
No, I don't think they played that bad. They had to, unfortunately, have to overcome a number of issues that were given to them, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah.
With field position, turnovers, and things of that nature. But ultimately, you know.
Can definitely tell our defense is improving compared to the beginning of the season.
Split receivers out. Keen in the backfield. Hands off to Fowler, who trips and is hit at the line of scrimmage and goes nowhere. And that'll bring up a second down as the clock goes. 8:04 left to play in the fourth quarter. 2nd and 10. So with 12 on the play clock as it starts to wind down, as they're using time to hang off the board here. Split receivers. Another handoff to Fowler, who's going to try to run up the middle. He's hit again at the line of scrimmage and brought down by St. Gen. And that'll bring probably a 3rd and 8 here. Warriors content with just letting the clock slide here and watching it go down. Get another run play in, maybe. So it look like Shilley's in at quarterback here. And Shilley hands off the ball to Fowler again. He tries to go to the outside, cuts it in. He's going to get a first down and more here as he goes to the outside and then goes out of bounds, but not before he picks up about 40 some odd yards on the run. And there's a flag, and it's going to be holding against Valley.
This looks like they're going to.
And that'll go back 10 yards, and that'll be a long 3rd down effort here.
Going to be 3rd and 15 on the 41. 6:35 left to play here in the fourth quarter.
Valley has Shilley in at quarterback with the option to run or pass here. Split receivers to the right. 6 seconds left on the game clock, and he's going to hand off again to Fowler on the ground. Fowler hits the hole, picks up about 5 or 6 yards. That's going to bring up a 4th and about 7. I would imagine they'll go for it. So with the clock continuing to run, 6:12 left to play, 4th and 7 on the 49-yard line. St. Gen defense looking to try and hold here, maybe give their offense another good spot on the field to have an offensive try.
Yeah, get another chance to attack. But,
Overload to the right. And he's going to pop back. It looks like he's going to punt. The ball goes through his legs. And he's not going to, and that should be intentional grounding. He threw it to nobody. And there's no flag thrown. And there's the flag. So the punter, I guess you would call him at this juncture, he kind of muffs the snap. It goes through his legs. He tries to run and then just kind of tosses it out to the side with no receivers in the area. That'll be intentional grounding, which will give the Dragons a little closer real estate. Not as much real estate to get to the end zone here. So 5-yard penalty from the spot of it. And then Dragons will take over on offense. Dragons already lined up, looking to try and maybe punch another one in here.
I think they got their JV in right now for the Dragons. Quarterback number 1 is.
Oh, Shilley?
Yeah.
So Jesse Shilley now.
Jesse Shilley.
And
going to get a timeout.
I think there's going to be a timeout here as they.
Probably going to be. I think it might be from Dragons. Valley.
So St. Gen giving their JV players a little run here at the varsity level. They got about 5:39 left to play. We'll see what they can do here. So Brody Walk will be the running back in the backfield for St. Gen. Maddox Sutton spread out over there to the left. Looks like Sherry and Weber split out to the right, along with Fallard. Fallard in motion. And Shilley's going to keep it and kind of go to the outside. He's tripped up real quick, and there's a flag. And that's holding on St. Gen, and that's going to be 10 yards. Not what you want to do to start off your first possession here.
No, but it's a good way to get the younger players in and just let them have some fun part of the action here.
Let's see what they call in here. Shilley will line up in the shotgun formation. And he hands the ball off. And he's tackled immediately, almost at the line of scrimmage. He might actually have lost a yard or so. And Brody Walk was carrying the ball. Shilley in shotgun formation, spread offense. He goes to throw, and he throws it to number 18, Brandon Deck. Deck with a spin move gets back to the original line of scrimmage, and that's a 10-yard pickup for St. Gen. And the clock continues to run here with 4:24 left to play. 3rd and 10 for the Dragons on the 35-yard line. Shilley gets the snap, looking to throw again. And he lets it fly. And he hits the receiver again. And that looks like it's going to be Brandon Deck again on the outside, so he just switched to other sides here. And 2 passes, 2 receptions, and another first down. St. Gen moving the sticks here. 4:04 left to play, 1st and 10 on the 14. Shealy gets the snap, looking to throw. He gets rid of it and almost throws an interception, and he's trying to hit number 17. Trenton Weber, the tight end, across the middle, as he was double covered. They're going to stay in the open formation here, or I should say the spread formation. Woke in the backfield. And there's the snap. Oh, he's got it wide open. And he hits him.
Number
and he
25,
connects with
Tyler
number
Sherry.
So Sherry catches the ball on a release pattern to the outside. Close to a first down. It'll be about 3rd and 1.
Love to see this out of the younger players, getting some good practice in, and
absolutely,
they're definitely doing a great job here on offense. It's going to be fun to watch them in the future, especially Jesse Shilley.
Yeah, Shilley seems to have a decent arm, and his throws are pretty close or accurate. Handoff there, and it's a run right up the middle. I think he scored, and he did. And Brody Wolt scores for St. Gen, the 150-pound junior.
Yes,
I'm sorry, sophomore.
Yeah.
And look like they're going to go for the 2-point conversion here. They're going to stay in the spread formation. Shilley gets the ball. He rolls to the right. He throws it inside and hits the receiver right in the hands. And he just doesn't catch it. And that was number 20, Gabe Bly, who dropped the pass there. And St. Gen's going to kick off here. Probably try another onside kick. Why not?
Yeah, you might as well. I mean, just try new things and learn from this experience. Looks like we got about 3:20 here left to go. St. Gen is down 31-13 here.
And it looks like Valley Warriors will go on to a 6-0 season going into next week. And St. Gen, of course, like I said, will move to 5-1 as they go to play a Fredericktown team at Fredericktown. I'm sure they'll be wanting to take out their frustrations on the next team.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe make some adjustments. Back to the game book, right?
Yeah. You can't let this bother you too much as far as seeing. You still got, the rest of the season to look forward to and just learn from it, really.
And that's the key right there. I mean, you're going to see better or good teams in the future if you go further into the districts.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's going to happen. And an open run here by number 11, Caden Williams, who's finally tackled by Ethan Ottens, the kicker.
36, 35-yard line.
So good return there by Williams, who almost was going to take it to the house. And St. Gen's defense comes out here as the JV defense gets to kind of take a sniff of the field here. Let's see how they react to the offense.
I got a lot of good pictures.
So 3:14 left to play in the 4th quarter before we finally shut this one down. And the offense tries to get it going here. Almost looks like a delay of game, and it is. And that'll be a 5-yard penalty. I want to send a shout out and a thank you to our sponsor, Ciro's, who opened their doors tonight over at the Oris.
Yeah, I bet that was a lot of fun.
They're probably having a little more fun than we are up in this booth
Oh, yeah,
right now.
that's definitely for sure. Being a St. Gen fan, a little heartbreaker, but it's all right.
Valley hands off here, and the running back, number 32, bulls his way over into
Number 8, Trenton Warner.
deeper into St. Jen's territory.
Tackle. It's about 3 minutes left in this game. We're just letting our youngins play it out here. It looks like Valley's going to come home with it 31-13 here probably, unless someone scores.
Well, we'll say we will travel to Fredericktown, and we will broadcast that next week on the road. Already got confirmation from their athletic director that they'll let us set up over there. So if you want to tune in next week on Friday and watch some more football, we will accommodate you. Maybe
that
with
could be a fun one. And, yeah, I'm definitely excited for that.
Absolutely. If you want to check out our website, go to SGDragons.org. Go to the high school website, our icon. The sports stream is on the right in the middle of the web page. That'll take you to our website where you can listen to the podcast that we usually give at the beginning of these games. Read some of our blogs about some of the players and coaches and stuff that we write on. You could actually listen to or watch also the esports live. They have theirs on there as well. Pretty entertaining stuff if you're into that kind of, if you're a gamer out there. We've got schedules, rosters, and social media sites. All the links are right there for you to check out, so you don't have to travel all over the place. That'll kind of just take you where you want to go. And then obviously live broadcast. We appreciate you taking a look, and if you want to subscribe,
be sure to hit that subscribe button for
absolutely.
Sure. Help us out a lot.
And so minute 22 is Valley's going to be content just to down the ball and let the clock run out and try to finish the game off here with a little style and grace. And I think one more will do it. So they'll let this run down, and that'll probably play out the end of the game. And St. Gen will go home and lick their wounds. Valley goes home and celebrates. And next week is next week.
Next week is next week. Try to move on and learn something from it. If you're St. Gen, next week is definitely a better game for us, I would say. Better chances.
Definitely an opportunity to rebound after this one.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure.
And then I think after that, after we head to Fredericktown, it's going to be our homecoming, right?
I think so. I do think so. So with 25 seconds left, and it's going to run down. The final score for tonight is going to be Valley 31, St. Gen 13. That's a wrap from the SGHS Sports Stream, home of the Dragons. Don't miss a minute of Dragon Sports. Scan our QR codes at the game to jump straight to live coverage, podcasts, and more. Subscribe to our YouTube channel so you never miss a broadcast. Find us anytime at sgdragons.org by clicking the sports stream icon. And that's going to kind of finish us up. So for those of you out there, thanks for watching. And as always, go Dragons and have a safe trip.